Good morning, St. Columbans, and happy Friday. Now, just to give you a small teaser for this Sunday, since there's no daily bread tomorrow, this Sunday you will hear a really fun and interesting story, a challenging one too, from the book of Genesis about Abraham and Sarah. You will also hear a portion of the Gospel of Matthew, which tells the story of Jesus sending the 12 disciples out into the world to spread the good news. And it's a really empowering and uplifting story, that is, until Jesus tells the disciples just how hard that work will be. He says, "See, I am sending you out like sheep into the midst of wolves, so be as wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Beware of them, for they will hand you over to councils and flog you in their synagogues, and you will be dragged before their governors and kings because of me, as a testimony to them and the Gentiles." Well, goodness. I can imagine all of the disciples swallowing a lump in their throats at that moment, and I can really relate to that. Growing up, following Jesus was easy. I came to church with my family, and I said my prayers, and yet as I grew older, learned more about the world and about some of the injustice and cruelty that happens here, following Jesus was not so easy anymore. And this gospel story reminds us that it was never, ever promised to be easy. As the pandemic endures day after day, week after week, month after month, and centuries of racial injustice are finally in the spotlight for most Americans, this pursuit of peace and health and justice seems just really hard. Well, one of my favorite authors and speakers, Glennon Doyle, she likes to say in response to challenge that we can do hard things. We can do hard things. We can. The Spirit fills us with hope, Christ shows us the way, and God is desperately longing for all of us. There's a reason why we say we will with God's help in response to our baptismal vows, because we can and we will, and we'll need God's help. So if you find yourself thinking, man, this is just really hard. Anti-racism is really hard. Staying healthy is really hard. Showing up for others is sometimes really hard. It is really hard. But know this, that myself and your friends at St. Columba's stand with you. And with God's help, we can do hard things. So we will see you on Sunday back here on this platform or on stcolumbas.online.church to be reminded of our resilience and our call as Christians in all of its difficulty and messiness. Take care of yourselves and one another.